Hello guys, welcome to BEFE'S space. If this is your first time of coming across my channel, you are highly welcome. As you can see, I have someone beautiful for you guys. She is a Senegalese, and what she's doing in Ghana is mind-blowing. So if you want to know more about her, just keep watching.
The dance hall, well, basically because we needed to create a space for dancers, so I think we couldn't find a better name than the dance hall, saying this is the place for every dancer, this is the home for dancers, people who love dance and they just want to practice it just to have fun, but also maybe people who want to do it professionally. We needed a space to gather everybody around. And also, I guess that was my way of, acknowledging my passion for dancehall music.
So guys, without much wasting of time, let me introduce to you Mrs. Mariam.
Hi.
You're very much welcome to BEFE'S space.
Thank you for having me.
How did you come about the dance hall?
Oh, well, the dance hall is actually, I want to say, my life project. I've started this in Senegal 11 years ago. Okay. I was 24 back then. Mm-hmm. I opened the dance studio because I have a passion for dance, though I'm not a professional dancer.
Oh, you're not a professional dancer?
I'm not a professional dancer. Okay. I wouldn't consider myself a professional dancer because I don't live by dancing. But I dance, of course. I've danced my whole life. But because I did not make it, I want to say, my job since I started working, I don't call myself a professional dancer because some people wake up every day and that's what they do. But I do work in dance though, because I opened the dance studio. But initially I'm a journalist. I've worked in communication and media for a long time. Okay. And I just wanted to keep dancing. I have two passions. I have communication and I have dance, and I wanted to be able to do both.
When you opened this dance hall in Senegal 11 years ago, were you a journalist at the time?
Yes, I was.
So what's motivated you to open a dance hall?
I needed a hall to dance.
You needed a hall to dance?
Yes, I needed a space to dance. Okay. All right, so my background is when I was younger, when I was a teenager, obviously I love dance. And if I had the choice with African parents, I think I would have chosen a career in dance, right? Okay. But I could not. So I kept dancing, but then, in Africa, especially back then, you didn't really have spaces for that. Okay. You want to do hip hop, where are you going to do it? In the street. You're not going to find a dance hall for that. So I was used to going in the street, dancing with, young teenagers as well. And then when I went abroad for my studies, because I went to college in Canada and in France, when I went there, I had the chance to go to a dance studio for the first time. Oh, wow. And I was like, oh, I like this. I can dance. It's structured. I know what time it starts. I know what time it ends. I can try several different things. I can be myself here and then go home and be something else. So when I was back in Senegal, now I was an adult. I couldn't be dancing in the streets anymore. And I was a journalist. My face was out there. My name was out there. How was I supposed to keep dancing? So basically, I answered my own need. But then I also thought, I cannot be the only one having these needs. I cannot be the only one who loves something and doesn't have a space for it. If you love football, you have so many football fields. So many people go to work and then they're like, oh, let's go play football, basketball, swimming. So why not dance? So this is how I came about with the dance hall.
I see. The Senegalese branch is still operating.
Oh, of course.
It's still operating.
It's operating.
That's wonderful. And then you started another in Ghana. When did you come to Ghana?
So myself, I came to Ghana in January.
Okay. This year?
This year.
2024.
Yes, that was 3 months ago. Okay. And I've been actually in and out, but I came to Ghana to open the dance hall. I did not come for another reason. Okay. I was here a few years ago for a few weeks, for a few days, every time just looking at the environment and seeing if this could be a space where I could have the first branch. And I love the energy, the dynamism, I love the dance, I love the Afrobeat. And I thought, this could be a good place for my business when I want to take it to that step. And in January, I had decided that this year was the year I was going to make it. So I came to find a spot. I found this space, and then it started. I had to now do the work because, as I told you earlier, there was nothing in here. It was empty. It was a warehouse. I'll show you some pictures.
Okay.
It was a warehouse, and then we had 2 months to make it into something, and we just opened 15 days ago.
And how has it been so far?
Well, it's been slow in the first days. I think this week is actually the first one is starting to pick up.
Okay.
But the dancers love it. I'm saying it's been slow in the sense that like people who are not dancers, like people like you and I, they have to get used to the habit of there's a dance studio. Okay, is it for me? Is it for professionals? Can I go? Can I bring my kids? So we are still in that conversation, explaining what we do here, when we do it, how much it costs, and everything. So that part is a bit slow, and I'm realizing there's a little bit of, I want to say, education to do, not in the bad sense, but sometimes people don't understand why do they have to pay for dance.
To dance.
So you have to understand that it's the business, and we are providing a service. Like when you go to the gym, you're paying for a service, and it's the same here. But the dance community is loving it. We have had the luck of meeting a lot of them. They're loving the space. They're happy to finally have a dance space, because most of them, they're using gyms.
Oh, wow.
Yes.
Every dance classes.
For the gyms. I'm like, you need to stop it. We now have 300 square meters. It's the home for dancers. Come home.
So just people like me, for instance, as you said earlier, who don't understand why we should pay to come and learn how to dance. I know there are other benefits of dancing aside doing it as a professional job. So can you share with some of us so that we'll get informed as to the reason why we should shake our body?
Well, first of all, because your body needs to be shaked.
Exactly.
You have to be in movement all the time. Because you like it, maybe. That's the first good reason. For your mental health, because when you dance, you are forgetting about everyday trouble, starting with the Ghana heat.
Charlie.
You're forgetting about all the issues you've had at home or at work, and you're just having a good moment for yourself. You're taking care of your mental health, of your physical health. You're also connecting with other people. It's a moment to be social. When you're here, you meet other people. It's great. And obviously the health benefit, like you work your cardio, you tone your muscles, like
this is another form of exercise.
It is 100%.
So in case you don't want to go to the gym.
And literally, this is also what we do for women who are, I want to say, adult and say, okay, I like to dance, but I'm not going to the club anymore. But at the same time, I don't want to run on a treadmill. Well, we have what you need. We have Dance for Fitness. So when you love Afrobeat, we have Afro Fitness, where you come. It's going to be those great Davido jams, those great Burna Boy jams, and you'll just be, following the groove, being in the moment. It's 400 calories you burn in 45 minutes. So it's a workout.
I see.
And we have other also Dance for Fitness classes.
That's amazing. That's amazing. Looking at someone coming to register, you said you've been here for like 3 weeks.
2 weeks, actually.
2 weeks,
Yeah.
Okay. So if someone wants to register in the dance hall, what does it entail? How much? Is there a different price for professional dancers? A different price for we that are learning, because we'll stress you. We don't know how to move our legs. They're going to stress you. So is there a different price for this different set of people?
Yeah. So first of all, professionals don't pay here.
Okay.
It's their space. Again, it's home for dancers. What we do is we collaborate. We are here to empower the community if we can and if they allow us, of course.
Okay.
That means we want to give them a space for their rehearsals. We want to help them find contracts. We want to build a community together by doing events, etc., etc. So professionals don't have to pay.
So you can manage professionals that don't have managers.
Okay. Absolutely.
Okay.
We help them, go through contracts, find gigs. We help them. We've been doing this again for 11 years. Like, we have a lot of experience in that.
Okay.
And we want dancers to do what they know best and what they love, which is dancing, and we'll take care of the hustle. And really, there's no catch. I know in Ghana, people always think, oh, there's a catch. What is it? Or this person wants to take advantage. Like, honestly, I could have stayed in Senegal if it was just to take advantage of anybody, because maybe I know my community better than coming to a foreign country and saying I'm going to take advantage. Like, it doesn't make sense. We're doing this out of love for dance. and because we believe dance has an impact in our social lives, in education, in a lot of things, because through dance we keep some people out of the streets, you know, out of some bad things that they could be doing. We help reconnect with yourself. Like, it's a lot of great benefits. So dancers, the professionals, we are here together. They don't pay.
That's amazing.
And the other individuals like you and I, yes, we have to pay for class. So price range goes from 300 cedi a month to 700 cedi a month, depending on how many times you want to come a week. And once again, you can come because you just want to work out, so dance for fitness, but you also can come because you want to learn some real steps. And then you will come to the choreo-based classes, etc.
That's amazing. Knowing that the dancers, the professional dancers, don't have to pay anything. So I'm sure most of them are watching. They've gotten a home.
Yeah.
Guys, you have a home here. So come meet Mrs. Mariam. Okay, she's going to sort you out. Don't worry. Don't bother about management and all of that. Just come to the dance hall, and she's going to sort you out. And for people like me, I don't know how to move our legs. Don't worry. We are sorted. Now let's talk about the challenges you faced as a foreigner starting a business in Ghana.
I mean, I feel like every step of the way has been a challenge. It's even hard for me to have that conversation because I'm afraid Ghanaians are going to be like, why are you still in our country if you feel like it's been so hard? But honestly, it's been really hard. I just want to always be transparent, especially as a woman entrepreneur. It's been hard. I think at some point I almost lost my mental health. I lost 10 kilos during these 3 months. I'm gaining some now back because I'm resting, but I was depressed even at some point. My whole money went in it. Like, it was very hard because everything that we had anticipated, like, I want to say nothing went the way we actually planned it. Absolutely nothing. Starting with planning the construction work, having a budget, like everything was like 3-4 times more because the artisans usually, what I have noticed is that basically at the end of the day, they don't really know how to budget. So they will tell you something, but it can end up being 4 or 5 times that. Not knowing that what they told you is what made you take the decision to go for it, because it's actually what you can or cannot do. But once you are in it, what are you going to do?
You have to continue.
You have to finish. I've experienced people just, abusing my trust, stealing my money, just a lot of things. Even when it comes to administration, everything has been hectic. Everything is very expensive. And this one thing I feel is really important to me is that I'm still an African, I'm still a West African, and we're still supposed to be ECOWAS. Exactly. So at some point, going to Ghana, I want to say, for me, is moving in my own home country. Yeah. But I haven't felt like that at all. I felt like, okay, whether you are Senegalese or you are Russian, we don't care. We're going to treat you the same way. But then, how does it make sense? So, I mean, the challenges have been there. I find it also hard to, at the end of the day, I want to say, to trust people. But I'm also questioning myself in maybe the way I went about it, in the sense that maybe before anticipating that, this is how people are going to be, because in my country this is how they are, or in other countries that I've visited because I've traveled a lot, maybe I should come and watch first what are the ways before trusting and putting my heart out there. So now I'm going slowly, watching more, and we'll see where the journey takes us. But I'm not gonna lie to you, I almost quit at least 3 times. At some point I even took a flight back home, like last minute for the next day, just because I needed to rest. Because I couldn't, so I shut down everything, rested for 2 weeks and came back. So yeah.
That's the heart of an entrepreneur. Yeah. When it goes tough, you just have to retreat and then take another step again, and you are doing amazing.
Thank you.
I think the reason why you're facing all of this now and you've not started enjoying the benefits is that people don't know yet.
Yeah.
By the time people know, you'll be amazed, you'll be surprised. Like, this place will be too small for them. Trust me.
Amen.
Yes, you've talked about your challenges, and I just pray and I hope you gain everything you have lost in multiple folds. So what's your advice to foreigners just like you that want to come and invest in Ghana? Maybe they want to come do business or they want to relocate to Ghana. What's that one advice you have for them? What's that thing you want them to know before stepping? You see, if it's a Ghanaian talking to them, they'll be like, oh, because you want me to come to your country, or you don't want me to come to your country, that's why you're saying that.
Yeah.
By hearing it from a foreigner, maybe it's going to influence their decision better.
Well, I know one thing for sure. Coming for a few days or weeks cannot give you a full understanding of the environment and the people, even when you feel like the culture is very alike with yours.
Okay.
Because I think that's what I thought. I felt like, oh, this is very close to my culture. It's not that far. So I think that's a mistake. So I want to say that the first thing anybody who's not a national should do is come and stay here a bit longer.
Okay.
Before deciding to start a business or to invest, just so that they can get in the mentality, they can understand the habits, they can understand their target market, and just the everyday life. Because starting a business is already very complicated in your own country. So can you imagine in a country that you don't know anything about? So I think yeah, before you do that, maybe come and stay a few months. Yes. Then you can make it a better decision. And the other advice I would say is, like, definitely just brace yourself.
Brace yourself.
Brace yourself. Like, it's gonna be a roller coaster ride for sure. It's not for the weak.
You've said it all.
It's not for the weak.
You've said it all. Like I said earlier, I'm so motivated. Like, coming in to see a woman do this, I told her I was so motivated to take the next step, right? And I would want you to say something to young girls out there, women out there, that they have limited themselves, or the society have tried to limit them. It's because you're a woman, you can't do this, you shouldn't do this, don't go this far. Say something to them. You are your only limit. If you know deep inside your heart that you have the capacity of doing something, and you know I'm saying this, sometimes it's something you have learned, sometimes it's a skill, sometimes it's an intuition. If you have that deep intuition that this is not who I'm supposed to be, this is not where I'm supposed to be, there's something else out there for me, then you have to seek that thing. You have to go no matter what, and you have to follow that little voice that says, hey, this is not your place, because you have to accept your light. And when women around the globe, I want to say, when young girls accept their lights, I feel like the whole humanity is going to change, because that's when and where you're going to have the right people at the right places. And when you have the right people at the right places, then things move positively. So I want to say, don't be afraid of that little voice, and follow that intuition, but also always add skills, always learn from people, trust people in what they can bring to you, because in this journey, in this life, everybody you meet can learn something from them. And internet is not only for TikTok and Snapchats, it's for learning and growing. So I think putting all that together in the same basket, you can only be very, very strong. And our society, our families, our parents, they're just scared for us. So once you have proven that the path you have chosen makes sense and there is no danger for you, they'll end up letting you go. I agree with you. I agree with you. Thank you so much, Mrs. Mariam. Thank you for gracing my channel. I'm sure everybody that watched this video, that will watch this video, we really appreciate you. And we hope for the best for you and for the dance hall.
Amen.
I hope you listened to everything Mrs. Mariam had to say, and I hope this video gets to the right authorities. Let's do something about foreigners, especially Africans, coming to an African country to start up something, to do business. Let's make it a bit easier and lighter for them, right? We are not in the abroad. We are in our homeland, right? Thank you so much, guys, for watching. I hope you enjoyed watching this video. Please do not forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel, turn on the bell notification so you get notified whenever I upload a new video. And until we meet next time, do not forget to always smile because you're beautiful when you do. Bye.
Bye.